Okay, so let's take a look at how you can deploy RStudio in a container in Oracle Cloud. So first thing, make sure to go to Oracle Cloud dashboard. Here you have plenty of quick starts to choose from. Deploying RStudio is one such, right? So it asks you to do the RStudio deployment in a container. You can also access this through the stack options. So developer services, and here we can find the stacks. So in between that you can create the stack, choose template, and in select template we will be searching for RStudio container option. So if you select this particular template, you can see that deploy RStudio IDE for R on cloud. So let me revise the flow. You can go to your cloud option, then in quick start you can find the deploy RStudio in container. Okay, if you are seeing this after some update or so, you can continue to go to developer services, find your stacks in resource manager, and there you have option to create stacks, and that will do the same thing. So we can choose either one of these options. So let's see, I choose application development, deploy RStudio in container. So we'll be seeing the same, but here notice that it will let you go through this entire process, right? So setting up OCI virtual cloud, right? Then compute instance of Oracle Linux, and also RStudio in Docker container, right? So we will click next. So here continue to this particular part. Let's say I want to change this username to something else, so I will put my name up. Also in the password you will notice that it is accepted as it is more than 8 characters, right? So now next thing is looking at the compartment part. Also you can see that we only need this for login purpose, everything else will be done for us. So if we start the deployment, it will do the resource manager stack first, then it will launch resources, finally the deployment will be done and we can access it. So let it continue. It will take a bit of time for cloud setup, so we will hold on. Okay, so for those who want to check the deployment, you can check the public IP address here, open it in new tab. Here you will find that you have RStudio where you can use your username and the password that you created. Click sign in. It will log into RStudio, right? There you go. Right here you can now, let's say you create a script. Okay, just to see whether we have access to packages, we can go to tools. You can see tools, install new package, packages here. You can use ggplot2 and let's see if it installs. And here you can try to find whether that is going for setting up these packages. So do remember this particular URL and your username and password. Do note that you already have some amount of database available, so you are free to save your files, right? So whatever you do with RStudio, you will be able to save that work, right? Here you will also find that it may be trying out some of the other dependency files and may or may not succeed, right? But meanwhile you will find the progress within the console. Once installed, you are good to go. We will also take a look at some sample data with Iris, but I just wanted to show you the ggplot2 option just in case if you happen to use that for plotting or so. So it is taking a bit of time as the package is pretty big. So compared to your desktop, here you will see that it is taking a bit longer. And once the download is done, next would be installation and setup, which is visible in console as well. So we have everything ready. Now let's try and see if we can use Iris, which is coming with pre-installed. If we run this, we have our, let's say, Iris database. If I plot Iris, I'm not sure if it allows me to, but it does give you immediate output within plot tab. So everything is functional with this stack, so you are ready to create your R programs and work with your own data, and just like you do on desktop. Okay, as you can see, and I can check the view deployed resources, and you can go there within jobs. We can view everything about this particular stack, right? You can see it installed RStudio gateway, then IP, then added the HTTPS to it, right? All the tasks were done. Now if we go and check the stack, you can find RStudio there. So if I click on that particular RStudio, it will take me here, right? To connect to application running on this stack, see the application information, right? And here you can check everything. Also there is Terraform configuration that you can check out. Then here we have multiple options here, from deleting the stack all the way to downloading, moving resources, adding tags, running the drift detection. Can also use the job plan and then finally apply the state for this particular job plan. Right, and it will show you the logs for that. Now the next thing, we can also take a look at our stack, so we can view the stack details. It is now active. Here you can edit the information related to stack and Terraform, right? So apart from that, you can take a look at variables being set. You can also view the state, right? Stack resources. So you have everything ready. So if you check RStudio instance, from there you can click on stack resource, click RStudio, and it will show you the instance information. So it is loading. Okay, so here we'll try and find how to connect to this, right? So it says RStudio, and to get the instance access we will have to use SSH, right? So this will be the public IP address, username would be OPC, and we may need to get our SSH key pair. Okay, now from this point onwards you have access to RStudio. You can connect through SSH and access the Oracle Linux. From there you can get your instance of RStudio. So it will be like using the RStudio through browser, right? Another option is make sure to create local connection, or you can even use Cloud Shell connection for this. Okay, setting up your SSH, accessing your instance may take a bit of time, but this seems to be the only stack option available here, right? Now let's say if you want to get rid of this particular stack, so what you can do is you can go to your developer services, then stacks. You have one stack created, RStudio, so you will be able to get rid of it, right? So here you can see you have one stack. You can choose its options, click on delete, and then select I understand. and then click delete. Right, once that stack is deleted, you will also find that your compute instance within your compute then instances that will be gone as well, because it's kind of attached to your one of the instance. If it's not gone from there, then you will have to manually remove. So here you can see RStudio instance is still going on, so you will have to terminate and permanently delete that, otherwise it will incur charges. So however long that you are running this, it will cause issue, right? Can also take a look at other options and then get rid of those instances as well, right? Because OCI would be creating a lot of background services for you, so you can take a look at those things. So we will go to stacks again, and we can take a look at RStudio setup. So if we go there for our template, and here within template, if we choose RStudio, select the template, let's see what else it will create. So there is Terraform configuration. Apart from that, we have compute instance. So we have already got rid of the compute instance. We also take a look at our Terraform configuration that we can remove if it's stored in bucket, but pretty much everything else is cleaned up. So that should be good start for you.